Hey, Dale Tice here with today's 2-minute bass lesson. Had a great email question. A guy had heard palm muting on the bass. He'd read the phrase in magazines and saw it online in forums. Wasn't exactly sure what it means. And there's probably a variety of definitions, but I think most commonly is a technique where when you're plucking, instead of plucking standard ways or playing with a pick, you rest the side of your hand on the strings just above the bridge, so just in front of the bridge. And by doing that, then you can play with your thumb and finger and get this really cool muted sound. See, it's all attack and very little sustain, but it's also got this really warm, fat sound to it. Earlier basses had little mutes where you would turn these dials and little felt pieces would come and touch the strings, so you could play pizzicato style and they'd be muted. But you can emulate it by resting the side of your hand on the strings. And then you just kind of play, primarily I play thumb and index finger. I've seen a lot of guys successfully play thumb, index, ring. But you can just like here, I'll play a 3rd fret G and I'll just play 8th notes and you can hear. Now without the muting, sounds like that, but with the muting, get this really cool sound. Not a lot of highs to it, but it can be really funky, especially if the band's dynamic level comes down and you're just kind of playing like a pulse. It's really cool. Now the other thing I like is that you can control, like I can have the G string completely open by not letting my hand roll all the way across there. And leaving those open. You can also, if you want more deadening, move closer to the neck, and if you want less deadening, get right on top of, see, I'm right on top of the string, right on top of the saddle. So it's actually allowed to sustain a lot more. So you can get some really good effects. Play with it. You know what's funny is one of the guys I like to see do it is a lot of times when Sting is playing. You see him in more recent concerts, he'll rest his hand on and just play with his thumb. But he can control the amount of highs that his string has and dampen it just by rolling his palm forward or back. And there's a lot of other guys. One of my favorites, another guy that I used to, when I was a student at BIT, Alexis Sklarevsky, just an amazing bass instructor there. As we would file into class, he'd have his Tobias bass there and he'd just be playing palm muting, and it sounded so awesome to me. And I could have just sit for the entire hour and listened to him play. So experiment with the palm muting technique and see what it does for you, and see if it maybe opens some new doors, maybe allows you to express something that you haven't been able to express before. And then, hey, I'd love to see your videos. If you have a chance or the capabilities to videotape yourself playing a groove with palm muting, please do it. Send me an email, let me know where the link is, and then I'd love to put it as a favorite on my page so you guys can all check it out. So palm muting, it's a lot of fun, and I hope that you explore it, at least give it a shot. And if it doesn't work for you, no problem, no harm, no foul. If you have any questions for future lessons or want to suggest a topic, just please email me at dalet@danabygoods.com. Thanks a lot.